Welcome back to Carscope, the ultimate place for serious car enthusiasts who want more than just specs and numbers. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about collaborations of the year, the 2025 Super Beetle Mercedes Bold. This isn't just another electric crossover or retro revival. It's a bold fusion of two iconic design philosophies, resurrected in a way no one expected but everyone is curious about. You're probably wondering, what exactly is the Super Beetle Mercedes Bold? Well, think of it like this. If the classic Volkswagen Beetle and a Mercedes-Benz GLA had a futuristic baby born in 2025, it'd look a lot like this. This is a vehicle that's trying to merge nostalgia, luxury, and innovation, and it's doing it unapologetically. Today, we'll take you through every corner of this bold new concept, from the front fascia to what's hiding under the hood, and finally, whether it's worth your money or just an eye-catching experiment. First things first, the exterior. Right off the bat, the front of the 2025 Super Beetle Mercedes Bold tells a story. It has that unmistakable circular DNA from the original Beetle, but it's sharper, more aggressive, and dressed in Mercedes-grade materials. The rounded hood still nods to its classic origins, but instead of the old-school chrome bumper, you get a bold LED bar that stretches across the face, acting as both a design element and a daytime running light. The grille is minimal, almost entirely sealed, hinting at its electric underpinnings, while a sculpted lower intake adds a touch of sportiness. It's flanked by circular LED headlights, not just round, but deeply recessed with a three-pointed star inside, lighting up like a neon emblem when the car starts. When you move to the side, you see how much effort has gone into blending retro charm with futuristic aggression. The arching roofline remains a callback to the Beetle's unmistakable silhouette, but the proportions have been stretched, giving it a more coupe-like stance. Mercedes clearly injected their athleticism here. The fenders are muscular, especially over the rear wheels, and the black cladding around the wheel wells adds that SUV flair. Frameless windows and flush door handles contribute to a seamless look, and the massive 20-inch alloy wheels feature a turbine design that screams concept car but somehow works in production form. A subtle character line runs from the front to rear, giving the profile a taut, cohesive finish. You get a feeling this isn't just a car that wants to stand out and wants to be remembered. Around the back, things get even more interesting. The Beetle DNA reappears with that gentle bubble shape, but again, it's interpreted through a Mercedes lens. A wide, horizontal LED light strip runs across the tailgate, echoing what we've seen in modern models, and the illuminated badge in the center splits it beautifully. There's a hint of a ducktail spoiler integrated into the rear hatch, and underneath it all, a rugged-looking diffuser replaces any hint of tailpipes. That's because this is a fully electric vehicle and no emissions, no engine rumble, just clean lines and pure silence. The rear bumper is wrapped in a soft matte finish black, adding a touch of contrast to an otherwise glossy shell. It's playful, but purposeful, a design that celebrates the past while speeding into the future. Now, let's open the door and step inside, because this is where things really get interesting. The interior of the 2025 Super Beetle Mercedes Bold is unlike anything you've seen before. You're greeted with a wide-open cabin, soaked in ambient lighting that changes color based on drive mode. The dash stretches across in a single, clean panel, dominated by Mercedes-Benz Hyperscreen, a seamless glass surface that integrates the instrument cluster, infotainment, and passenger display into one interactive experience. It's curved, bright, and responds to touch, voice, and even gestures. The materials, a mix of sustainable luxury, recycled microfiber, vegan leather, and even repurposed ocean plastics are blended to create a texture-rich, eco-conscious environment. Yet, nothing feels cheap. The steering wheel is a two-spoke design, squared off and trimmed in brushed aluminum, while the floating center console hides wireless charging pads and clever storage solutions. Ambient lighting wraps around the doors, dashboard, and footwells like a soft pulse, and when you unlock the car, it gives a welcoming sequence that feels more sci-fi than automotive. The seats are bucket-style but deeply padded, with integrated headrests and massage functions in the front row. Rear passengers get surprisingly ample space thanks to a longer wheelbase, and while it's still a compact form factor, it feels anything but cramped. The panoramic glass roof brings in a flood of natural light, but it can tinge electronically if you need shade. There's even a rear infotainment tablet that lets passengers control temperature, lighting, and media independently. This is where Mercedes luxury DNA clearly dominates. Performance-wise, the Super Beetle Mercedes Bold doesn't just look the part, it delivers. Built on a shared electric platform from the EC family, the car offers a dual-motor AWD setup producing around 320 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. That's good for a 0-60 mph time of just under 5.5 seconds. It's not a Tesla Model Y killer, but it wasn't designed to be. This is more about smooth, luxurious cruising than track times. Still, thanks to a low center of gravity and well-tuned suspension, it handles with confidence, Offering precise steering and minimal body roll for a car this shape, the ride quality is where it shines. The adaptive air suspension, borrowed from Mercedes higher-end models, soaks up bumps with a plushness you don't expect from something so compact. The regenerative braking system is adjustable from near one-pedal driving to more traditional coast and brake modes. It's quiet, of course eerily so, but engineers added a synthetic soundscape inside the cabin that changes with drive mode. It's subtle, not gimmicky, and adds just enough emotion to an otherwise silent experience. In terms of range, the Super Beetle Mercedes Bold packs a 78 kWh battery offering up to 310 miles on the WLTP cycle. With fast charging capabilities, you can go from 10% to 80% in about 30 minutes at a high-speed charger. For city dwellers or those doing weekend trips, that's more than enough. It also comes with smart route planning, battery preconditioning, and all the intelligent navigation perks you'd expect from a Mercedes F. Now, let's talk pricing. The 2025 Super Beetle Mercedes Bold doesn't come cheap. It starts around $52,000 for the base model and climbs to nearly $65,000 for the fully loaded variant. Is it worth it? That depends on what you're looking for. You're not just paying for transportation here, you're buying into a piece of automotive storytelling. For fans of the original Beetle who've grown up, made money, and want something that reflects their nostalgia without giving up on tech, comfort, or design, this could be a dream come true. Of course, there are competitors. The Audi Q4 e-tron, Volvo EX30, and even Tesla Model Y hover in this same bracket, but none of them blend retro charisma with luxury flair quite like this. The Super Beetle Mercedes Bold is carving its own niche, and frankly, that's what makes it exciting. It won't be for everyone, and it's not trying to be. So, final thoughts? The 2025 Super Beetle Mercedes Bold is a daring piece of automotive fusion. It takes a beloved silhouette and reimagines it through a luxury, electric lens. It's quirky, it's bold, and it has the kind of personality that's been missing in an EV market full of lookalikes. Whether you fall in love with it or walk away scratching your head, you won't forget it, and maybe that's the point. Thanks for watching CarScope. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more in-depth reviews of the newest cars on the planet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Say, is this a masterstroke of design or just a flashy remix? We'll see you in the next one.